Part A. Situation. Rachel and Kevin are the president and vice president of the school's student union. They are conducting a series of research to prepare for the school's academic week on the theme of snake. In Part A, you will have a total of 3 tasks to do. Follow the instructions in the question-answer book and in the recording to complete the tasks. You will find all the information you need in the question-answer book and the recording. You now have 2 minutes to familiarize yourself with task 1 to 3. At the end of the task, you will have 1 minute to tidy up your answers. Task 1.
Good afternoon, Miss Chan. Do you have a moment? We'd love your insights into how snakes are portrayed in Chinese culture and literature to help shape our events.
Hi, Rachel and Kevin. Sure, please come in.
We would like to organize this year's academic week with events revolving around snakes, since it is the year of the snake, and we discovered online that snakes are closely tied to Chinese culture. We believe this could be an educational and engaging topic for our schoolmates.
Yeah, the theme of the academic week is going to be all about snakes, from legends to life, and it is going to take place next month, on May 9th, with a series of talks and field trips for students. But to be honest, we don't know much about how significant snakes are in Chinese culture. We thought you might be able to guide us.
Wonderful theme. Snakes hold a fascinating place in Chinese culture. Let me jot down the details on the board first. All about snakes, from legends to life, going to be held on 9th of next month. In the zodiac, the snake symbolizes wisdom and intuition. Unlike Western associations with danger, here it's often seen as a spiritual guide, or symbols of regeneration and immortality, due to their ability to shed their skin.
That's interesting. Linking skin shedding to the ideas of regeneration and immortality. Are there specific stories or literary works that highlight this symbolism?
Well, let me start by sharing one of the most ancient origins of snake symbolism, Nuwa and Fuxi. Have either of you heard of them?
Nuwa and Fuxi. I've heard of Nuwa as the goddess who repaired the sky, but I'm not sure about Fuxi.
You are right, Rachel. According to a Chinese legend, Fuxi and Nuwa, who are brother and sister, were the only survivors of a great flood, and they are regarded as the roots of Chinese civilization. Together, they are depicted as half-human, half-snake figures. With the mission to rebuild the world, they made many clay figures and brought them to life with the help of divine powers, and taught humans essential skills like fishing, hunting, and writing.
That's a fascinating legend. Human faces and snake bodies, deities rebuilding the world to save the humanity. So, snakes weren't just ordinary animals, they had deep spiritual significance too.
Exactly. Another famous example would be the legend of the white snake. It tells the story of a white snake's spirit who transforms into a beautiful woman and marries a mortal man. Their love faces many challenges because of her supernatural origins. This tale explores themes like devotion and sacrifice, also highlighting the duality embodied by snakes.
That sounds romantic, and it seems that snakes are indeed a common element in traditional Chinese literature. Are there any examples of snakes appearing in modern interpretations or art forms?
Definitely. Snakes continue to inspire modern art, films, and even fashion. For instance, in Hong Kong cinema, snake imagery has been used to explore themes like temptation and power. Additionally, during festivals like Lunar New Year, you'll sometimes see performances inspired by snake movements, blending traditional martial arts with dance.
That's really cool. So snakes are still relevant today and influencing various art forms such as contemporary arts, storytelling, and clothing.
Thank you so much, Ms. Chan. You've given us a lot to think about. We'll definitely consider all these aspects when planning our event.
That is the end of Task 1. You now have 1 minute to tidy up your answers. Task 2. Rachel and Kevin are meeting with their biology teacher, Mr. Chan, to plan an academic week outing focused on snake biodiversity in Hong Kong for the Year of the Snake. Listen and fill in the missing information in the space below. One has been provided as an example. You now have 30 seconds to study the task. At the end of the task, you will have 1 minute to tidy up your answers.
Thank you for meeting with us today, Mr. Chan. We're really excited about organizing this academic week. One idea we've been discussing is taking students on an outing to learn about snake biodiversity in Hong Kong. What do you think?
That's a fantastic opportunity for students. As most snakes in Hong Kong are harmless and some do not even bite, I believe it would be safe for students. Also, we can focus on exploring the habitats itself instead of exposing students to real snakes in the environment.
We totally agree.
Hong Kong has a surprisingly high diversity of reptiles, including 53 species of snakes. Among these, some are quite unique, like the Hong Kong blind snake, which can only be found in Hong Kong. However, not all snakes are harmless. Some species are venomous and potentially lethal if encountered without caution.
Wow, I didn't know we have more than 50 types of snakes in Hong Kong. Apart from the local Hong Kong blind snake that is harmless, are there specific dangerous species that students should know about before going on the outing?
Yes, absolutely. Two of the most notable venomous species in Hong Kong are the bamboo viper and the Chinese cobra. The bamboo viper is small but highly venomous, often found resting on low branches or rocks. It has a bright green body and a yellow belly. Its bite can cause severe pain, swelling, and even tissue damage if left untreated. The Chinese cobra, which can be commonly found in grassland, on the other hand, is larger and more aggressive. You can easily recognize it by the gray ring on its neck. I recommend preparing pictures of them to help students identify these snakes safely during the outing.
Got it. So we'll need to show students images of the bamboo viper and the Chinese cobra so they can recognize them. Could I double check if viper is spelled as V-I-P-E-R?
That's right. Now, let's move on to planning the outing itself. One idea you mentioned earlier was taking students to explore snake habitats in Hong Kong. What do you think about locations?
We were thinking of places where students can observe snakes safely while learning about their role in the ecosystem. Do you guys have any suggestions?
Two excellent options come to mind. First, Tai Tam Country Park. Tai Tam is two separate words and spelled as TAI space TAM. It's home to many non-venomous ones. Another option is Lantau Island, which has diverse ecosystems supporting various reptiles. The best time to go is between April and October when snakes are more active.
Sounds good to me. These locations perfectly align with the aim of our activity, which is to educate students on snake behavior and biodiversity firsthand. Mr. Chan, could you remind us again what equipment students will need for the trip?
Certainly. Each student should bring binoculars to observe snakes from a safe distance. They'll also need sturdy hiking shoes and long pants to protect against bites or scratches from vegetation. Oh, and don't forget permission slips. We'll need signed forms from parents or guardians due to the potential risks involved with wildlife.
Okay, so just to confirm, the two recommended locations are Tai Tam Country Park and Lantau Island. For equipment, students need binoculars, hiking shoes, and long pants.
Perfect summary. You've captured everything well. Let's also decide the meeting point for students, so we can arrange the shuttle bus service after the meeting.
That's right. Do you think we could get on the bus next to our school?
You mean right in front of the church?
No, I mean the other side, so the shuttle bus is closer to the car park.
That's a good idea. Let's do that. Thank you very much, Mr. Chan. This has been really helpful. With your guidance, I'm confident we can organize a meaningful and safe outing for the students.
My pleasure. I'm happy to help. Let me know if you need further assistance anytime. Good luck with the rest of your preparations.
That is the end of Task 2. You now have 1 minute to tidy up your answers. Task 3. Rachel, Kevin, and other student union committee members are gathered to watch a YouTube video titled The Medicinal Value of Snakes in Chinese Culture to deepen their understanding of how snakes have been historically valued in traditional medicine. You now have 30 seconds to study the task. At the end of the task, you will have 3 minutes to tidy up your answers.
Hello everyone, Michelle and Michael here again. Welcome back to Cultural Insights, the channel where we explore fascinating traditions from around the world. Today's video is all about an intriguing topic, the medicinal value of snakes in Chinese culture. If you've ever wondered how snakes, a creature often misunderstood, play a role in healing practices, then this video is for you. Let's dive right in.
In Chinese culture, snakes have been revered not just as symbols of wisdom and transformation but also for their supposed health benefits. For centuries, different parts of the snake, including its bile, skin, and meat, have been used in traditional medicine to treat a wide range of medical conditions.
One of the most well-known uses of snakes in Chinese medicine is snake bile. Extracted from the gallbladder, snake bile is believed to help with conditions like joint pain, poor eyesight, and fatigue. After its extraction from the gallbladder, it's typically consumed in tonics or soups and is thought to detoxify the body and improve vitality.
That's right. Apart from purifying your body and boosting energy level with the bile, another part of the snake that has medicinal value is its skin. Once dried and powdered, snake skin is sometimes applied topically to treat skin disorders, reduce inflammation, and promote wound healing. While scientific evidence supporting these claims is limited, many people swear by its effectiveness in healing inflammation and fostering skin repair.
And then there's snake meat, which is considered both a delicacy and a remedy for everyone. After being skinned and cleaned, snake meat is believed to improve circulation and strengthen immunity. In fact, during colder months, many people eat snake dishes to keep warm and ward off illnesses.
While the use of snakes in traditional medicine has deep cultural roots, it's important to acknowledge modern concerns. Overharvesting snakes for medicinal purposes can threaten wild populations and raise concerns about sustainability. Many experts now advocate for stricter regulations and alternative solutions that don't harm ecosystems.
Stricter guidelines and looking for possible replacement are both viable solutions. In fact, in recent years, fewer people are consuming snake-based remedies due to growing awareness of conservation issues, ethical concerns, and the availability of modern medical alternatives. Younger generations, in particular, are turning away from these traditional practices, opting instead for plant-based or synthetic alternatives that align with contemporary values.
So there you have it, the fascinating yet complex role of snakes in Chinese medicine. Whether you see them as healers or simply admire their place in nature, one thing is clear: snakes continue to captivate us. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
That is the end of task 3. You now have 3 minutes to tidy up your answers.